What's up, guys? Thanks so much back to Gaslit News. I'm going to see if I can be heard. 1 second. Today is Saturday, Sábado, the Sabbath, Agosto, 16. Jet2 Holiday. Act now for your free 50% off per person. That's a $200 value per family. Jet2 Holiday. If you say Jet2 Holiday, like if you say it really hard, you gotta make sure I can be heard. Oh, I can turn the thing back on. I was outside. Actually, went to church service today, and service for the Sabbath. And first, I took my little boy outside, and we took a walk in the heat. That was great. I haven't eaten, and if you know, then you know. So yeah, no, just the fasting. So fasting is crazy, but it should be done. It should be done. I thought it was good because I was like, I fast like most of the time anyway. Oh wait, it's supposed to be something I can be heard because nobody tells me anything. Nobody tells me anything. Anyway. Okay, cool. So, and I will update the thumbnail once we get through it because I don't know what's gonna happen. It's a live stream. This is so exciting. So I've got this thing now. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but okay, so I can be heard. I don't need to hear like myself at this point in time. So I want to share this with you guys because we're going to do this together. We're going to see what's going on out here together, and that's what it's going to be. I'm going to react and talk about it. Shout out to Miriam because Miriam always comes through and tells me like all this stuff. And I do know a lot of stuff, but Miriam knows and even it's like it's so much. It's like it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. So I like to take like I have to take like a break. You know what I mean? I can't like focus on one thing more than the other. And then actually, so I don't even want to, okay, let's do this. I want to do like, do I want to do like that? No, I don't do it like that. I want to do it like this. I'll do it like this. Oh, I'm going to be smaller than that. Thank you guys for your patience. All right, this is cool. I can be down here. All right. Oh, wait, I want to do this. I want to see my thing. Oh, guys, I'm also streaming from Twitch. Oh, my gosh, shout out to Twitch. Yay. So Twitch is like, okay, first of all, I could game on there and all this thing. And I was like, oh, you know, what game we're going to play. These guys want to see. Let me see this. If I do this, how this is going to be for you guys. I think it's fine. Is that like a thing? It like got like that. Wow, what is that like? That's crazy. So I have to like, I can see myself on here, so be sure that you guys are like, it's all good. In any event, so but all right, I'll just talk about the Twitch thing later because this is why we're here. This is fucking crazy. So are you guys speechless that there was no deal? Okay, I already knew that there was like not gonna be a deal. This guy is serious, man. This guy Putin is serious. He's serious about his country. It's not about visual effects for him. It's not about popularity or any of this thing. He's serious. I saw him in the actual war. This is how you know that there's like a serious leader. Okay, like you're up against something serious. He had on the whole war thing, right? I've never seen Trump in a war thing. And I remember like a lot of people, a lot of channels and things, I'm not saying, but this is what I was hearing, that he's like doesn't respect the troops or the military, which is crazy how much he's recently used them for his own thing. But like, yeah. And I think a way you can really see that a person, obviously Putin and Zelensky respect their troops and what like they literally put themselves in the place to be. These guys are like dead AF serious. So in any event, I already knew there was going to be no deal. Many channels. Shout out to this guy, Chris Norland, Adam Mockler. Like these guys, Chris Norland needs to be the president. He needs to be the president. And it doesn't matter if he's not a natural born citizen, because like I don't think any of them were. They're all European anyways. That's so crazy. So native Ukrainian left speechless after no deal summit, and we kind of already knew that was going to happen. This guy is so serious. Like Putin scares me. Oh yeah. That's it. Oh, I gotta get speakers too, guys. Listen, I'm just getting started with this.
I would like to thank President Trump for our joint work, for the well-wishing and trustworthy tone of our conversation. It's important that both sides are result-oriented and see that the President of the U.S. has a very clear idea of what he would like to achieve. He sincerely cares about the prosperity of his nation. Still, he understands that Russia has its own national interests. I expect that today's agreements will be the starting point not only for the solution of the Ukrainian issue, but also will help us bring back business-like and pragmatic relations between Russia and the U.S.
Business-like and pragmatic situations. Yeah, there's no deal until there's a deal.
I would like to thank President Trump for our joint work, for the well-wishing and trustworthy tone of our conversation. It's important that both sides are result-oriented.
Okay, because I needed to, you got to digest things. So he says, he appreciates the well wishing and trustworthy tone of the conversation. That's very important. Like people say exactly what they mean. I think that America is probably the only country that is just like not transparent at all in the way they talk, say one thing and mean another. And it's really gotten even worse as far as how we're being represented now in the current administration with 2 weeks, 2 more weeks, 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 2 more weeks. You know what I mean? So, nobody's, and I'm not saying that any of these things should be impacted at all. It's all insanity, but I do understand what is happening. And now it's just like the byway of. Now you can see the byway of how it's all gonna get shot to sugar honey iced tea. And so yeah, he says he appreciates the tone of the conversation. What is he not saying? It's important that both sides are result oriented, not peace oriented, result oriented. He appreciates the tone, and it's important that we're about results. So it sounds like, as far as he can guesstimate from the conversation, um, he's got a nice tone of it. He wants to do business, and it's important that we have a result that ends in good business. This is why I said a long time ago that, I think that it may be a bad idea to have a businessman run the country when people literally you want to be looked at as a business, and now we literally are being looked at as a business. Like, oh, we don't need you. No, you're gone. No, 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 no. You know what I mean? It's like, what is best for the business that is now the United States of America? And that's crazy because the business of the United States of America used to be the people. You know what I mean? Like in the other way, but now it's that way. You see what I'm saying with that whole, and we were all like brainwashed and raised to do these things, to speak this way. So sad, so sad, so sad. I'm currently being delivered, which is not sad. That's great.
He sincerely cares about the prosperity of his nation. Still, he understands that Russia has its own national interests. I expect that today's agreements will be the starting point not only for the solution of the Ukrainian issue, but also will help us bring back business.
Okay. So then, but after listening to world leaders meet in person for the first time in 6 years to end Russia's war in Ukraine, Val Cook admitted this was a head shaker. I'm speechless. I have nothing to say. I really didn't expect much, but this is even worse than I thought. I could surmise as such. 1 second. I am on a journey to quit smoking, guys. I don't smoke cigarettes, but I did smoke weed, and I am just like, I gotta stop. I gotta stop. So the problem is, never mind. Yeah, it's gonna be getting all together. That little nervous twitch, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, I could have surmised that this was not gonna be good though, because all right, I'll just read it first. Valcook 46 told USA Today, that's what I'm feeling right now. Start the day smart, get blah blah blah. Valcook, a respiratory therapist who lives. Why did I think that was gonna be so much harder of a word than it was? Who lives in San Rafael, California, said he's very disappointed when Trump said no deal was reached to end the 3-year Ukraine war. At least they could have given us a little idea what Putin said the agreement was. Valcook said about the summit held. Oh, okay, good, because I was not even watching the chat. At least again. About the summit held in Anchorage, Alaska. Trump said he will talk to NATO and Ukrainian President Vladimir. That was so crazy. I was watching like a thing. As I watch all kinds of news, and I would suggest you guys do this too. Don't just watch this American news because they're not telling you what's going on. And to go back to the point where I love how foreign people speak very clearly. This, that, and the third. Like, it doesn't matter if they're Indian, if they're African, if they're Russian, if they're like whatever. Like, they speak this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? It's like very clear, straightforward. And I just love and appreciate that straightforwardness. Because at the end of the day, I could tell you really sweetly, you smell like shit. Or you know what I mean? Could be like, you smell like shit. I smell shit of you. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just, I just really respect the real rawness of it all. And yeah, no deception, right? We're going to let you know what's up. So in any event, I was watching one of these, like Russian like news things or whatever, and they do not play. Like, their whole thing is different when like Vladimir, like when he's like sitting like at the table and all this stuff and like all this stuff, and he's just like around, he's just like, he sits up perfectly straight, right? And then everybody in the room was standing. Like in his news conferences, they're all standing. I don't even know if I don't know. I've seen them stand here, but it was so different. They were like in perfect formation, and everybody says his name twice unless his name is Vladimir. They go Vladimir. It's just it's something else. It's something else. At least they could have given us a little idea what Putin said the agreement was. Valcook said about the summit held in Anchorage, Alaska. Trump said he will not ever say that. Yes, I'm disappointed, said Valcook, who came from Ukraine to the U.S. To attend college in 1996. Wow, very disappointed. I don't feel like I need to keep reading. I always do this. How popular is your name? I feel like I don't need to keep reading because you guys know the deal. There was no deal met. Next. There was no deal met. Deal or no deal? No deal. You say no deal. There was a no deal. So now, I saw something about this thing with these dogs. God, I don't really want to talk about this, but this is what I'm going to do now. No charges for officers involved in violent arrest. Oh my God, no, I can't watch this. Please stop. Please don't do this to me. I can't do this. I'm going to cry. That's not what it's about today. No, I don't want you to hide the story, but can you just like move it around? Oh my God. Because I literally saw this a week ago. Now you guys are talking about it 2 days. I already cried the other day. I don't want to do this right now. So are you guys gonna, because like here's the thing, there was a thing about the dogs. Oh my gosh, they're just gonna make me, oh, now I realized what the dog story was. I don't like this, guys. Okay, fine. Possibly I'll be better now. I don't know how to take this. I don't know how to deal with this. Wait, this is on Twitch too, so maybe I can't even show this. I probably can't even show this right now. Okay. So I'm not. You guys should have saw this by now. I cried when I first saw this because I have brown men, and this hurt me so bad. But at the same time, I feel like the way they like what they did to him, like regardless, they were gonna do it. Like regardless, he was something bad was gonna happen. He's gonna treat this way because it was taken to such an extreme. Oh my God. So this is what I do have to say. I guess I do have to say this. Oh my God. Oh my God. This makes me so sad. I have to make sure I can be heard. I guess I do have to say this. All right. So you guys have got to realize, and you have to stop, have your cameras there all the time, but you cannot trust in your camera to stop you from getting killed by anyone. As we go on into the journey of Gaslit News, I'm going to show you lots of different people losing their minds at a time like this, or having their minds taken over because the vessels inside of them are empty. So then if you're an empty vessel, then you're just like an Annabelle doll, just waiting for that dark cloud to get inside of you, because that's literally just a doll, right? So now people are just becoming shells. They're so it's honestly, because this is twitching, so I can't, like, I guess they said you can't get like religious, but you guys know who I am and what I'm all about, right? And so if you're empty and void, then these spirits get into you and they take control of you. Like this man who even did this to this gentleman, I'm sure he had a family to go home to, and I don't know, it looks like something took over him. And either way, even if it didn't, something's definitely going to have him now. It has him now. His fate is sealed. That offers his fate is sealed. It's a done deal. And so for the other gentleman on the other end of it, this, like I said, I don't know if this had to or have not happened. What I do notice, and I'm gonna take a look at, we're gonna take a look at these other videos too. There's like this channel that I'm watching now that's like about I'll just say it then, because people are like so weird. Like literally, I started to do a stream the other day, and then last night I saw that somebody literally like titled the same, whatever, that they've never even done before. You guys are weird, but everybody's watching. So, anyways, we'll get there when we get there. But so there's decisions that are being made in these moments, and you guys are like trusting. Who are you gonna trust if you can't trust the police? So do you think you're gonna take it to court? You think like social media is gonna do something? What if he killed him? Because when I first saw this, I thought he killed him. I was like, I don't know what's going on down there. There's no way he's surviving this. And the way, this is bad. This is really bad. And if you hear my son, then that's fine. My husband's with him. That's why I locked the door. And we literally just, actually, I went, okay. But then we're going, okay, fine. Anyways. So you can't trust in these things. You have to literally trust in, okay? You have to put it all in him. Because for us, we know who we belong to. And now is the time. And they're showing you everywhere. He's showing us. Look, what do you think? This social media, did it stop this from happening? Did his, okay, so I'll play some of the interaction, because he was even in this look on his face is like, he ain't gonna do nothing. All right, whatever. Like, bro, I don't know what he could have done. All right, there is a lot of things he could have done this one. Like me, I would have just rolled the window down. Bam, can't break the window on me then. You know what I'm saying? I'd have rolled the window down. I think I would have gotten on the floor and just curled up in a ball. That is infuriating. I cannot. That is infuriating. I cannot even do it. And then when he gets outside the car, more is gonna happen. No. So I wonder if they show when he first stops him, right? Before he breaks the window. So they're talking right there. 1 second. Oh my God, this is so wrong. And this is somebody's baby. So I would encourage you not to like get yourselves enraged, because that's not the people that we are. Oh my God. And do you see how cowardice this is? These men have guns. These men have guns. These these men are like lots of armor, and there's more than one, and he just felt he had to do that. There's no way that he would have done that singularly. There's no way that he would have done that without that badge, without that armor, without that anything. It would not have happened. And then you have these gentlemen. So look, so it's letting you know you can't put your trust in these things. Unfortunately, we could never have put our trust into Simon Says, right? You could never put your trust into that. But you can, and you have to, at this point in time, put your trust and faith in the Lord. And as you move about in life, you will be recognized as his people when you move as his people. The cunningness, because this, we're constantly talking about how we are a minority. How, we don't run this. We didn't. This was stolen from us. This is the second, the third. When are we going to start acting like it and recognizing it? Because it's just like, I know it's messed up that they allowed us to think that we were free. Just loosen up that leash just enough to drag us to hell with them. But you can cut that tie. You can cut that tie at any point in time, and now is actually the time. You got to do it in your spirit first. You got to do it in your spirit, and you got to do it in your actual physical actions and the way you live your life. You have to be recognized as one of his. As one of his. As one of his. Because no matter what you think, that holds heavy, 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 heavy weight. Here and in a place that you cannot see right now. They know it. And this is why when you talk about things like that, him, us, it doesn't really go, right? You don't think it goes, but it goes to who it needs to go to. And I hope this does, and I hope it makes sense to people watching. Like we have got to, like, that's what I'm saying, guys. Like I said, I'm in the process of quitting smoking weed, bro, because I honestly can't be out there like trying to get this stuff, and then I'm getting mixed up with maybe somebody else that's got some ish going on. You know what I'm saying? In the whole while, I'm not even like that. I just have a really, really bad habit from a child. And which is sad. When you're a teenager, you don't think you're like a child. You know what I mean? Then you're not treated like one. You know what I mean? You got big adult problems. And then people doing crack, so you're like, hey, this is just weed. Well, I found out that smokers are not going to be accepted into my forever home that I'm looking forward to going to. So, I got a big, look, 2 just left just now. I got a big issue on my hand, and I'm going to get that together. And so there's a lot to work on, and it's a very little bit amount of time. And that's all I can just say for that. And I have to give you guys that because that's who I am, and this is what needs to be said. This is horrific. Nothing stopped them from killing him. Look how far they took it. He was putting his faith into something else. You can even see it in his eyes. He really thought that the fact that he was filming and they knew he was filming, he thought that was going to save him. And that angered that demon inside of him. That angered the demon inside of the cop. I don't know about you, but I'd rather just go home. I'd rather just go home. I'd rather for my sons to just get home. Oh gosh. So when I'm doing Gaslit news in the future, I'm not going to Twitch it because I can't do things like I know YouTube will suppress when I say certain things, and that's fine, but at least I can say it because I don't like having to suppress what I want to say in reference to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that, but I did just start this Twitch, and I don't want to have it get like banned and shut down like immediately, and then half of me doesn't care. I'm just trying to grow up. It's so hard. It's so hard. And I think that's something too that brown people don't talk about. Like, we don't talk about as brown people. Like, we have this great benefit of being like, you look so young for so long. But you have to know that comes with its things, right? Because you're only human and you only have your human mind. So it's like, yeah, while you're looking young for so long, you can tend to think that you have more time to get things together than you actually do, right? It can be looked at, I think it should be looked at the whole entire way around, which possibly you do. That's the grace of ours who owns us. right? And so, but then on the other hand of that, it's like, you know, I've given you ample amount of time to do your work for very long and to be respected for very long and to do it under the guise. You know what I mean? It's just so great. So, you got that. But and then here again also, so for us, it's just kind of like a maturity level where, oh my God, it's just like, okay, you give your kid, it's like they say, you give your kid an inch and they take a mile. So, all right, I'm going to give you this look of youth, right? So instead of you getting it together by the time you're 20, you're like, oh my gosh, I still look 16. So then 10 more years, get this right. Hey, party, some money, you're in your 30s, like, oh my gosh, doing good. Party some more, you know what I mean? And then by like 40s, 50s, like, oh my gosh, I wasted my time, I wasted my youth. I gotta hurry up, I gotta catch up on these things. Damn it, man. And just like an ungrateful child, you're all like, where did the time go? Where did the time go? Wow, you were looking great for like 50, 60, 70, 80 years. Could have done this thing right a million times over. All right, that's my little tangent. It's gonna happen. All right, so who are we going with this? Expert flip scripts on Dems. No charges for officer. I don't want to see this anymore. Air Canada staff strike. Why did they strike? Man putting camera in the cave for 10 years. All right, I want to see what he captured. All right, this is more lighthearted. I can deal with this.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Camera right there. Get out. There
You found the same camera? Okay.
Yes. A little better shade.
Oh, got your batteries in there, everything.
Oh my gosh, it turns on.
Nobody used it in 10 years.
10 years later, that thing is powered up. Wow.
And there's no monsters there. That's a great place to hide. Because the monsters don't want that if they're there. What is it? Ooh! This is only video number 1. Guys, gotta follow the story. Nah. Legs twitch as he says goodbye to Donald Trump. Bro, my legs twitched all day in service today, and his legs are probably not twitching. I think what actually happens, I don't even know. Like, right when I'm looking at his legs, not actually twitching. He's just moving it like that. He's just doing that. But oh my gosh, I had like a half a bag of chocolate covered pretzels last night. That is insane. So, okay, first of all, health tip, right? Because I did nursing for like, I don't say it a lot on this channel, I said it a lot on Princess Life, but I did nursing for 20 years, and I'm still in healthcare at a administrative capacity. And I can tell you right now, if your leg is like itching, twitching, itches, this jumping, oh my gosh, you have circulation problems. And I just hear, now, that's an issue. And it's usually like sugar or caffeine related. So if you just stop the coffee, stop the dark chocolate, and all the sugar, drink a lot of water, you can get to a better level than you are if you just got it started with the twitching. And I mean, if you see like a cardiovascular doctor, if you see a vascular specialist, he'll tell you that too, because that's like the beginning stages. When you gotta be looking at your veins too, because they sclerose, and then when they get like fallen, oh my gosh, they can get really, really, really bad. And then when I put this little teeny tiny tube, things get. Actually, I was watching. Was that Adam Mockler? He was talking about like the smallest spy camera or something like that. Dude, you have no idea. Cameras that they will sell to you can get as small as a button. Cameras that are actually being used, oh my God, they're like lens size. Yeah, because what do you think? Because they have cameras that they can put inside of your veins. Camera in your vein gotta be pretty small. So like, yeah, and they can put tubes in there to inflate that vein back up. I used to work in vascular. But like, yeah, which is crazy. So I already knew. That's why. Well, first of all, I couldn't handle coffee because coffee makes me feel like a dying bird. And like I literally can't handle it. I think because I'm already generally like this, and that's like jumping out the box, jumping out the cake box. So I can't do coffee. And chocolate, I realize, is caffeine in it. Dark chocolate doesn't really do me that much good either. So guys on Twitch, please like comment or something about what game you think I should play on here, because I'm gonna play a game. You know, I like fighting games. I'm supposed to do like what's trending. You know, that's what they said to do. Play a game that's trending, and that's how you get your audience and stuff. But you know what's trending is stuff that I really don't want to do. Like, you know, I feel like if you play a game, oh, I'm gonna play this. There's like a game that's trending like Prison Break or something. I'm not gonna act like I'm in prison, breaking out. Not doing that. Out of here. I was gonna play Grand Theft Auto, and I had to download so much stuff, and like I did, and by the time I did it, it was like 3:30 in the morning. Go to sleep now. And then I don't want to play Grand Theft Auto. I used to be an alcoholic. I'm a recovering alcoholic. And I used to play Grand Theft Auto every single day and drink. Like, I'm over that, bro. So, I don't know. Come up with something else. Let me know. All right. Canada's boycott of U.S. alcohol is taking its toll. All right, let's talk about that. Wait, but Susan Boyle's Nigerian again caused a mid-performance. I really wanted to see what happened with I want to see about this alcohol because I think that's kind of ironic. Rough landing in Taiwan involving UPS flight under investigation. Oh gosh. Thousands of drivers now. Retired police chief rips. New research. That's something I do want to look into. Broadcast. Shut up. Dell worker CEO sends to 4 years in prison for violating Kingpin Act. Remember seeing else's downtown Abbey. No, it was that now the mother and wanted son nabbed, attempting to complete the years. Oh. Wait, but if they're leaving, can't they just leave? Share at home. He's got you thinking everything is about the thing. No. Yeah, so anyway, I was looking for first major hurricane of season since oh my god, the world is ending. It is. All right, I want to talk about the alcohol boycott. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Spirits is correct. So they're not drinking any of our liquor. It's like, let me not say our, because it's not my country. It's not. I just live here. I was just born here, and I'm praying that I will not hear. You know what I want to know about? I want to know what's going on with the troops in DC, because that's what I was going to talk about the other day. Because it was up here. I want to know why is this happening? It's very, very strange. Very strange because they were saying that the thing went down 26%. This is so scary. Violence has gone down 26% in the last year. Why would the troops be there now? What is he doing? So, I mean, you got to be smart, right? And then, you know, if you are wise, if you have some kind of discernment or, you know, kind of think problem solving capabilities, you know what I mean? Oh gosh. So this is what really disturbs me. You know, I had a very unrealistic look at life and things. I don't know if America had done this to me or not. But I didn't take things like, all right, so, okay, let me say this. This is how naive I was. I don't know if I mentioned this before. Up until I was 12 or 13. I think. Because I don't want to tell you guys 14 because that's crazy. But I think so. I'm going to say it had to been 13, right? Up until that point, I thought that in our lives, not on TV, these things, because they don't look like perfect tombstones, right? When they're outside in real life and not on TV, and you're just driving past, you can't see names. That kind of stuff costs money actually to put your name engraved and stuff like that, right? So then in the beginning, and then also in the beginning of my life, poverty, right? So right past though. In any event, I thought that graveyards were places where people buried their tools when they no longer needed them, and that is because my father at the time, was my stepdad, that's what he told me. That's what he told me they were for. He told me that when I was very little, and I was riding the bus one day with a friend, and I wasn't even supposed to be on the bus. And then I don't know how we got to it or how she brought it up or whatever the case may be. And I was just like, what? That's where people put their tools when they're no longer needed. And then she looks at me like I'm this cold, heartless. You know what I mean? And I'm like, what? What? And then she's just like, that's pretty effed up because, then she tells me like there's actual people there. And I'm like, oh, okay. So that is just an example of how naive you can be when born in this place called the USA. Or is that just me as a person? Not really sure. In any event, moving forward, I didn't realize that these soldiers are children. These soldiers are children. Why on TV are these big men and they're big and they're grown and they're these are kids. 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 And I know they're kids. 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 I have the unfortunate confirmation that these are kids because one of them is mine. My son is now, I have children. One of my sons is a U.S. veteran now. And he's not even 30. So they get them young, ruin them young. This kid was tough. So also, people, oh my gosh, you got to stop letting your kids play these games too. You got to stop letting your kids play these war games. We're in war, we're fighting, da-da-da. Oh my gosh, this is actually being on Twitch right now. Whatever, play another game. Because what happened to my kid, and I'm going to say kids, it has to stop. You can't, because it started with the Minecraft, right? And then it went on, and I don't know, somehow there seems to be like a whole roadmap for this thing where it does start with Minecraft. Which I didn't have a problem with. I just think that you could stop things early. Knowing what I know now, it's not happening for the other one, right? Not happening. And for you, if you have little ones, stop this now. Stop letting them, like, they can't be involved at their own time, guys. You've got to be involved in your children's lives, because they're ours, and they're on here, and they're playing a game, and it's seeming so real. And I'm finding out, and I think there's a video on here where they're talking about how they use like real government synopsis that they put in these games. So the kid plays the game for 4 years, and by that time he's already like graduated a certain level of a military school, of a you know what I'm saying? It's not right. Look at this boy. This is a boy right here. He looks like Urkel from the back. This is a boy. And then they done another guy. Now these are grown men. Then another man. Another man. Does this look like does this look like, you guys gonna say somebody's got to do it, right? Somebody's got to serve the country and do the thing. But you can't tell me anything. Like I said, my son has done it. You're welcome. And at any point in time, he's still subjected to be called right back out there. I am not proud. I am not proud. I'm not proud of the things that he was made to believe. I am proud that he did do something, that he believed in something, and he went for it. You know, life is life. You've got to find out things on your own merit, you know. But the games will prepare you. You think that life isn't precious, life isn't valuable, but then there's no reset button. There's no reset button. I promise you. I promise you. Um, so anyways, National Guard troops have begun 24-hour operations in DC. National Guard. Oh, okay. I'll read it and then I'll go on to why I think they're there. National Guard troops have begun 24-hour operations around Washington, D.C. as of Thursday morning, according to a Department of Defense official. It's part of President Donald Trump's plan to address crime in Washington by taking over the city's police department and deploying the National Guard troops. But if they're so busy here, right, then how are they like actually guarding our borders? I think that on more than one level, somebody knows that they are planning to take over the country. I am thinking this is why they're having them just be in the streets so that they can kind of be ready, and they don't want to alarm the people, because in other countries they're telling them don't go to the US, and it's not about the tariffs. It's not about the tariffs at all. So last year, Russia's whole doomsday radio was turned on last year. Like, we're about to reach like a 1-year anniversary of their doomsday radio being turned on. So, and it's been, it's been off since the last war. So that's why I say I encourage you to watch news outside of, like, the American news, which, I guess we'll do that too. As we move along, yeah. And I'll structure the shows better, I guess. I'm just getting started. Like, live is just like live. Like, I don't know. I just think it's good enough that I'm able to just get it out. Because I just get so nervous. Like, I literally did just take. That's not very appropriate, but it's true, and I'm honest. So, whatever. I had to relieve myself right before I started the live stream today. Every single time before I go live, that has to happen. Like, it's nerves, and I just gotta let it go. So, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. If I wanted to go, like trying on clothes right now, I thought he almost got the door open. And this would be a great time. It would be a lying time, a a delusional time, because then I'm gonna eat it. But yeah, whatever. So anyways, I'm thinking this is why maybe they have they're doing this with the troops, because they know something else is going to happen. But horrifically enough, it could actually be worse than that. I just know that in this life, when like the devil is involved, there's never like one thing that happens where it's like, I'm going to throw this rock and I'm just going to get that bird. No, he just like, boom, and then he gets all of them, or even one rock and he gets 4 or 5 of them. You know what I'm saying? So it's probably more than likely more than one thing going on at once here. They're going to be stopping people for absolutely nothing. This is really bad, because when they were doing this thing in California, they were arresting people. They're arresting people who are like have a right to be here. There's a story where they arrested a Canadian gentleman on his boat. They're trying to say that his boat was past the Canadian border in the water. They capsized his boat. That story's on here. So anyway, Thursday's National Guard presence in Washington included one small unit deployed to both Union Station and the National Mall early in the morning, according to the spokesperson for Joint Task Force behind the operation. The idea is that residents and tourists would awake Thursday morning to the sight of military presence, according to a person familiar with the effort. This is so ridiculous. Just gotta itch my throat. You've been rebuked. Whoever tried that. And it just went away before I even drank it. I'm still gonna cough though. Oh my gosh, this lemonade is so good. It's actually grape lemonade that I got from one of the people. But anyway, I'm fasting today, so that just really threw me through a loop. I'm so sorry. Okay, so anyways, this is weird. You're talking about having tourists and people have a military presence, which is awful. Do you think that's what... So tourists want to go somewhere for military presence? No, they don't care anymore. This is an entire military state. They've shut it down, everything. Literally, they were talking about Las Vegas has gone bankrupt, $10 billion or something like that. Nobody's coming. Nobody's coming. Nobody's coming. If nobody's coming, if you're on Twitch, go to YouTube. Nobody's coming to America. Nobody's coming to the US anymore. Nobody wants to be here, bro. And that happened so fast. That happened so fast. I'm just still wondering about. Sometimes I do, like, I'm not like a hugely political person, but sometimes I do wonder about the people who, you know what I mean, signed, sealed, and delivered this ish. I'm just wondering how they feel. Like, do you think this is healthy now that nobody's like coming? Like, nobody's visiting, nobody's touristing. You know, it's not a Jet2 holiday. You can't act now. We have 50% off the bus, and that's a $200 deal value. Love family. Jet2 holiday. Jet2 holiday. I ain't showing all my teeth. But if you say, this is why Jet2 holiday is so funny. I might. Okay, well, whatever. You have to say it like Jet2 holiday. Like, if you sound it all out, it is legit funny. And I'm thinking that's the whole thing of Jet2 holiday. I'm sorry. I love Jet2 holiday. All right. So in any event, nobody's coming. Nobody's touristing. And it's just ridiculous. Nobody wants to come here. Other nations are telling their people don't come to America. It's really scary. I'm starting to feel like they may be trying to trap us here. It's very, very concerning. Very concerning. But I'm gonna tell you what. And it used to worry me and concern me and everything like that. But I'm like, yeah, no, not so much. Why would I let this concern me? Why would I let this worry me? At the end of the day, I don't even own me. You know what I'm saying? My faith is what's gotten me through it all. And my faith, and this is just gonna make it an even mightier task for him. The great exodus again. Because they're like doing it. They're like, they're making it so hard. They're gonna make it so hard. And is there anything that's too hard for him? It ain't. So I ain't gonna worry. Bye. Guard members on patrol are not carrying weapons as of now, and they will not have the weapons in their vehicles. According to two defense officials, a White House official told ABC News that overnight Wednesday into Thursday, the multi-agency federal task force made 45 arrests, 29 of which were immigration-related arrests. Wow. So do you see what's happening? Why are they? But they're only supposed to be there for ICE situations. Let's do the math. Let's say it was 30. I can do quick math, right? Round it off. Let's just say it was 30 times subtracted from 45. Then that would be 15. But 29, 16. 16 additional. Did I get that right? Is that right? It was 1, 30. That's right. All right. Yeah. Anyways, 16 additional arrests. Wow. 16 lives. 16 lives that have been altered. Like, you've done something. You've touched this person. You've reached out and you touched them without AT&T. Nobody asked you. And their lives are going to be affected forever. And it wasn't necessary because this whole initiative was for immigration something. That's not right. Oh, yeah, because he goes, we're cleaning up the cities. No. Those arrests were probably BS, but we'll find out about that later. It'll come out later. FBI Director Kash Patel posted on X that overnight Wednesday into Thursday, the FBI and law enforcement partners in Washington contributed to 45 arrests with 16 arrests. Oh, it's right there, huh? Tied to the violent crime surge. It's not a violent crime surge. That's not true. I'm going to say, in my opinion, it's not true because that's what the residents in D.C. are saying. Tied to the violent crime surge and seized 3 firearms. Wait, it's a crime surge and you make 16 arrests and you only get 3 firearms? Are you serious? And then what situations were they even in? Were they firearms where the person was like using them to protect their homes or what? Your FBI will make D.C. safe again. from this guy with a messy, what's that called? Jersey on? He doesn't look that. Oh my gosh, this is such bull. Wow. No, they're all ready to arrest all of you. That's what it's all going to boil down to. It's going to be everybody standing outside. I actually saw the video clip of this and this gentleman. That's so funny because you stood out in the video too with your suit on because everybody else isn't. Yeah, wow. Jose Luis Magana, AP, residents of the area yell at agents of the Department of Homeland Security during traffic checks at checkpoint along 14th Street in Northwest Washington, August 13th. Yeah, this is the thing I'm going to advise you not to do. Also, somebody threw a Subway sandwich. A Subway sandwich. Act now. 50% off per person. Jet2 Holiday. All right. Love Jet2 Holiday. All right. So first of all, I am trying to quit smoking. Okay. So I'm going to be a little off. I have always been a very silly person. Smoking has calmed me down. What was I saying? That's such an odd pose. But anyways, so that guy threw a Subway sandwich at that officer. You guys have rock solid iron balls when you got that skin. Woo! I couldn't dream of it. But I'm going to tell you one thing. I ain't going to waste no Jet2 Holiday submarine sandwich on no officer nobody. Ain't going to happen because I'm hungry. I'm going to eat it. I'm going to eat it today. So, but anyway, I don't suggest you do things like that. Oh my God. Somebody said that guy's going to spend 30 years in prison behind that Jet2 Holiday sandwich thing. It's insane. I would have done anything like that. It's not worth it, guys. I promise you, it's not worth it. 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 It's not. Because and I get that you're upset with the failure of a system that you put your faith and belief in. But I think it kind of past that, you just got to realize that, you know what? Probably I just erroneously did that, right? Made a mistake. There's never any. It's okay to admit that you made a mistake, because I think when you're being like this to other people, you're really, really angry at yourself. Really angry at yourself. Because what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? That guy ran. That guy was not ready for the full Jet2 Holiday. You know what I mean? Threw the sandwich and he ran the other way. What are you doing that for? Why did you throw it? Why'd you throw it? Why'd you throw it? Are you gonna run? So so they just figured, hey, if you throw a sandwich, then you'll throw something else. Your ass is grass. And at the end of the day, was it even worth it? He's gonna spend a very long time in prison for that. It doesn't even matter if he knows people or he has connections. To spend an hour in a prison cell is not where you need to be, where you belong. It's not okay. Like, come on, guys. It's not fucking worth it. So at the end of the day, that anger that you feel, like, it's gonna you do have to get it out. So you can go to the gym. If you're this kind of person, what you're gonna do. You're gonna give it to him. You're gonna go to the gym. You can sign up for a fighting class. Yeah. There's something really hard under here. I've learned my lesson from being really crazy at this desk. Metal rods. Some of them are open and sharp. Really bad time. In any event, but yeah, I was doing boxing. I was training for a little bit, and actually, I can get the thing. Like, how you have the thing going, I can do that for like a long time. But I'm going to sign up for judo because I want to like jump kick somebody's if I need to, and I just mean self-defense, and also it brings you serenity and organization and clarity and preciseness. Yeah. I think all martial arts like level you up as a person. This is horrific. This is bad. And then it's like, why are you covering your face? Why are you covering your face if you're proud of what you're doing? Why are you covering your face? You creep. Does he even have a mouth? Oh my gosh. He could be a whole monster underneath there. That's another thing, guys. That's another thing. They're introducing aliens into the situation. All right. All right. I don't know if they're talking about it here on the homepage. Gaslit News, MSN homepage, Saturday. All right. Jet2 Holiday. Oh, body cam footage of pilot accused of trying to fly drunk. Oh, yes. I mean, no. Oh, no. It's not a good idea. But, you know, I used to drink. It's not funny. Alcohol is the worst. It will ruin your life. That's the truth. I can always put myself in somebody else's shoes, though. Like, you know, when you are an alcoholic, you do think things are funny. This is very sad. And you do think that you can do things like your regular job under the influence because alcohol is a liar. It lies to you. It lies to you because you know who lies to you. And you know what I'm saying? He's all in all that mess. All that mess. Because I was thinking alcohol. So I said all that milk. Oh my gosh. So tongue-tied right now. Anyways, alcohol. So you already know the ghoul is in that stuff. So it's going to lie to you. It's going to be like, hey, look, you can do this job. You do this job every day of the week, man. You can do this job. What you need, though, is me. You need a drink.
Why? Well, he was drunk. This happened at Savannah Hilton Head International Airport back in January. But just now, police have released this body cam and surveillance video from that day when that pilot was pulled
what are you talking about? I'm not drunk. He said, what are you talking about? I'm not bloody drunk. I'm not bloody drunk. I'll tell you what, Anna, do you want to say bloody drunk? I'm going to show you bloody drunk. Do you want me to show you bloody drunk? All right. I'm going to show you bloody drunk. I'm actually just trying to have a filler while we are looking at this little dog out, excessive paw, licking tuppets. Right.
This started as a normal day for Southwest Airlines pilot David Alsop.
Got the spotlight on you.
He walked through TSA, but officers smelled alcohol on his breath, and that's when airport police were called in.
Drinking, nigga?
He was pulled off the plane. Smell, odor, police were eventually able to run sobriety tests on that pilot, but body cam video shows he failed 2 of the 3. And with that, officers had no choice but to escort him out of the airport. Alsop has not yet been formally charged.
I'm going to tell you what, that is not a Jet2 Holiday. Now, is it?
There's no...
All right. So, I think that is it for now. Soon go. For DNA test results shared in my world. Oh, for real, they wasn't your babies. Oh my gosh, I just broke out in a sweat, y'all. Which is good. You're supposed to sweat. It's actually good for your body. I used to didn't sweat for many years, which is crazy. I didn't sweat. And I also kind of looked like a raccoon. It's very discolored. I didn't sweat. And so if you don't sweat, you don't get rid of those impurities. That's a problem. So I thought there was something else I wanted to look into before I got off of here. I can't even remember. I have not even looked at the chat. I just assumed that, okay, good. Nobody's been in the chat. We'll grow there, darling. And honestly, it's a bit distracting for me, to be honest with you. So I don't mind. If you're silent, I won't be. But yeah. So there was something that I wanted to show you guys. I can't even remember. The aliens. I want to see where we are with the aliens. With those things right now. So what should I do? TikTok it. TikTok, get on. Stop. Ooh. Ooh. To the sun. Yeah. All right. Aliens here. We're going to see where we are with this thing right now.
constellation.
They can't hide it anymore. They
How
can.
does this relate to UAP activities, Mr. Schellenberg, in oceanic environments? Are there any instances where the Navy or other maritime forces have encountered UAPs that could not be explained by known technology or natural phenomena?
Yeah, the Mega constellation covers both terrestrial and oceanic, and there's actually a number of cases described in the report that occur on the ocean.
And do you believe that there is a concerted effort by the Pentagon to keep Congress out of the loop regarding these UAP activities, specifically in our waters?
Yes.
I think it's about 5% of our ocean that's actually been studied in detail by man, and we've studied more space than we had of our own oceans. And so are there any accounts of UAPs emerging from or submerging into our water, which could indicate a base or presence within the ocean's surface?
I don't know about a base, but as I mentioned, I had a different source entirely described this pretty extraordinary footage that consists of orbs of an orb coming out of the ocean and being met by another orb.
Some would say that there's multiple hotspots where we see frequent activity. So in your investigations, have you come across any data or visual evidence like sonar readings or underwater footage of these UAPs?
I have not been able to
You've written about UAPs not only in the air but in underwater. Are there any specifics on what you've learned about the UAP activity in our oceans, particularly? Have you spoken with sources who have provided any evidence or eyewitness accounts of these UAPs interacting with our naval forces or being detected by our underwater surveillance systems?
I think that was in the report and the specific case that I mentioned with the orb.
So this report says it all. There's no other information that we are aware of.
I don't believe it.
Regarding the activity.
I don't believe it.
I have other sources that have told me that have shared this kind of information, but they're not comfortable with me sharing it at this point.
Okay. Are there any technological capabilities observed in these oceanic UAPs that seem to defy our current understanding of physics or our engineering capabilities?
It seems like they all do.
Yes.
Seems like they all do.
And,
Wow. Wow. Seems like they all defy the laws of physics.
And it seems like there's still some questions that we need answers to, and we will not relent until we get those to the American people. Thank you all.
Yeah, that's just, you constantly lying to the people, though. That's the thing. That's the whole point of the, oh, we're going to have this conference. They're showing you so they can appear to be transparent, but they've already cut a deal with these things. Wow. That's real, right? That's real. Oh my God, that thing's casting a shadow on the water. That's as real as it gets. Oh, she said Jet2 Holiday. Jet2 Holiday, Act 9, 50% off per person. No, I don't want that Jet2 Holiday. I don't want the Jet2 Holiday. This somebody said, please come get me. Please come get me. Wait a minute. Can y'all hear this? Please come get me. Well, ain't nothing beating that Jet2 Holiday we just seen. Insanerous. Bye. And this is sad. This is sad. This to me really scares me. Because it's like, okay, we are literally living around people who would rather be taken away by beings that they don't know rather than the ones they do know that literally gave his life for them. That's insane. That's insanity. Um, I am so over it, bro. Like, this is insane. This is so. Oh my gosh. You knew that I couldn't handle it. Thank you. Thank you so much for all you do and what you've given us. You give us every day. So, guys, and I want to thank you for joining me here today. Gaslit news. This Saturday, this Sabbath. And let's see here. I want to like do this thing and I'm gonna make me like there. Yeah. So thank you for joining me on our Jet2 holiday with Gaslit news, MSN news Saturdays. And hopefully I'll be back next Saturday, but definitely more than likely before Saturday. Because on my quitting smoking journey, it becomes very, very hectic and I need to talk. I need to talk and do things to let it all out. All of the smoke for the last 30 years, darling. It's not been 30, it's been 29 that I've been smoking. All right, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye. St. Louis style. Let me stop. I'm way too silly. I'm way too silly.